Alright, the first thing was Scavenger Studio for the first. I usually kind of acknowledge a company because I think that's responsible. Okay, yeah, because I knew this was a beta version, and. Oh, Chapter 3. That's an interesting start. Well, anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. I am nailing that catchphrase. You know, the way I started, it's crazy how I kind of joined the YouTube scene in 2020? 2020? No, I meant to say 20. Well, 2020 or 2020, I guess, yeah. Yeah, but I started around COVID times. That's kind of interesting. And yeah, I've been kind of doing this for about 2 years now. I just realized that. Well, of course, a lot of things improve. I got better mic, better sound, and I guess my games are better, but I thought my games were a pretty good start when I first started. Well, anyway, I'm getting nostalgic. So anyway, welcome to Season A Letter to the Future walkthrough. Yeah, my voice is kind of melancholy because I think this game is going to be very introspective, but a lot of, well, I don't know. I think it's going to be a relaxing game, but I think it's going to hit to your emotional core. I hope this one does well, because I've been keeping an eye on it, and it's definitely indie vibes, but I think it'll do well. I want to see what it does. Alright, let's get to it. Not going to pre-order, of course. Let's see if the sound is. I can barely hear the sound. Okay, simplify pedaling. No, no, I don't want that. Few reminders. No, no, I think reminders should be set because I don't know anything about this game. Oh, the volume is up, but it's very ambient in terms of the sound. Okay, so is there a graphics mode? I just get the feeling. The haptic feedback in this? No subtitles. I don't think there should be subtitles. I think that's. I think we should be okay with no subtitles. Yeah, there's haptic feedback in even in the settings. Now that is quite interesting. Okay, it doesn't look like there's a HER. I think this is going to be just like Journey or a very artistic game. I think that's a fact. Nope, that's off. Yeah, definitely off. I don't need to know. Well, let's look at the controls. Okay, so journal is of course the touchpad. The menu is always the options. Map is down arrow usually. Move is pretty easy. Look is that. To use the auto recorder is triangle. And to use the camera is square, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I think it's going to tell me anyway. Well, let's get started. I think I kind of ebb and flow with the YouTube setting and all that. I think. Oh, okay.
I just performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you for the future.
That feels like a minor story spoiler. A file smell. Is this going to be like Spirit Fair? Spirit's Fairer? I feel like this is going to be like Spirit Fair. Fairer. Fair. Fairer. Gosh, I can't pronounce it today. I like that game too. Particularly like that one. Oh, snap. That must be the parents, or, well, her dad and mom, obviously. Is your dad dead? Oh, interesting. I highly enjoyed the art style. Oh, do we have to click that? Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. I guess we gotta put more stuff. Oh, so it's like a bunch of mementos that... Okay, I think this game is going to be more clever than I think it is. So is she kind of like a medium, or...
I never knew when my mom would share a memory of Dad while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet.
No, I'm just pondering what she mentioned. I think there's more to it. Interesting. Fine, ritual. I hope this game does well.
I've
Oh,
brought tools to record the sights and sounds of this season. I'll start by recording the only place I've ever known.
what is her name again? I never got her name. Okay, can you run? No, no, this game is gonna... Oh, you're right, that's the camera. Man, these artistic graphics are actually really gorgeous. They really took take the time on this. Scavenger Studios, well done. Oh, I don't know. Source, huh?
Public sleep music is a tradition of ours here. When the music ends, the village will begin to wake up.
That's interesting. So wait, how could she hear the spirits with a recorder? I like the gimmick. Yeah, I knew I was gonna like this game because I do particularly like narrative driven games. When you actually give when the developer tries really hard on a narrative driven gameplay, that could be through like your environment or through just your actual story. Like when you try, like what remains of Edith Finch. That's a good example. Jerry is also a good example, even though there was no dialogue. I think the visuals told its own story in a very grand and beautiful way. What is another great example of
Last
like
night there
story?
was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear, to understand where I grew up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fumio.
Her voice is calming. Her voice is very calming in a very positive way. Okay, let's zoom in.
This is Dr. Fumio and his son. The statue isn't as old as it looks. The artist wore it down to give it a feeling of ancientness and the authority that comes with it. Dr. Fumio and his son founded Cairo back in 776. They live on through our traditions.
Psychedelic melodies. Huh.
There are 3 murals celebrating Dr. Fumio's work.
Are they gonna flesh out the main character, or is she just gonna be an anchor for all the history and the lore of this world? I'm already, yeah, I'm already impressed. I already like what they're doing with this. Just the fact that they really took the time to craft this world artistically wise. I think that's highly well done. I think this is a much better game than Forspoken. I don't want to diss Forspoken. I think Forspoken, for my time with it, was actually well done too. But I think I like this one better because it's so personal and intimate, and it just feels like the developers took the time to craft an actually really touching story. I think I'm not gonna ugly cry, but I think we're gonna have a heartwarming moment. And I like having those moments with games that really just makes you take the time to appreciate life and all that. Those are the games that really stick around with me. I know that's very odd for me to be all metaphorical and just talk about life like that. I have my moments. I don't do it all the time. Sometimes I just like going straight to the game, not explain it, and show you guys what. But sometimes I actually will take the time to do this. Oh, right. Thank you for the reminder. Huh.
Dr. Fumio said the dream sickness was caused by something very powerful. He wasn't able to cure it.
Is that what is going on? Ah, wait, is that supposed to be tic tac toe? Well, let's take a picture of it.
Caro Village is nice if you're a child or an old person. But for those of us in between, I need to leave.
Seriously, I hope they flesh out this character. I'm curious about. I'm very curious of what her role in this is. It just seems like she's a spirit farer, or like either that or she's a medium. I'm not sure.
Pate's little daydream of leaving this place, of seeing something weird.
Huh. I don't know about the music yet. I highly enjoyed Forspoken's music, but this one, it's kind of like very calming and very ambient. I'm very curious. Oh yeah, I guess I could crouch. Well, that's neat.
This is a healing instrument created by Dr. Fumio. It draws on the pure mountain air.
So the point of the game is to really explore in a tranquil setting to record or take pictures and get the history of. I don't know if we're going to be in Caro Village the entire game or it's just going to be in each chapter. Overall, I'm actually impressed. I think if I got to play it, I think I know what I'm going to give it because it's a very artistic. I wouldn't say masterpiece. I know there's going to be a flaw, but is Scavenger Studios have really impressed me of what they did with this. I'm actually pleasantly shocked. Smell it.
Smells like an old man's toes dipped in cinnamon. I had to drink this gross potion last night. Like my pendant, it's supposed to protect my brain.
That is very specific. Oh yeah, I guess I can move with the camera. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna get some like background noise or something. Huh. Let's... Oh, okay, so the more pictures we take, inspiration. Cool. I know this is not going to be everyone's top game. I know for a fact that, sadly, people are just going to look at it and then they're just going to skim over it. Which is sad, but that's going to be the reality of it. It's not like God of War or Elden Ring, or you have to absolutely have it. Sadly, this is going to be the game that you just kind of rent and then move on. It's just the fact that you want a game that people are going to be talking about and you're going to come back to it, in a sense. Or just a game that everyone talks about. That is what sells. This game was made to... I get the... let me put my words in thoughts. Wow. I am tongue-tied today. But, I think the attempt of this game was not just to sell. I think the game was to just tell, like, someone's personal experience in a game. You actually have seen a lot of that. Gone Home. That was the other example I was thinking of, like, a great, like, narrative-driven game. Anyway.
A wish fell off the tree. I'm not supposed to read them, but it might be good for you to have an example of one.
Oh, you're talking about me. Okay. Well, I can read it. It's very detailed. Let's pick it up.
Go against tradition a little for posterity.
I see. Gonna find more inspirations. A wishing tree, huh? Usually they have wishing wells, so this is kind of interesting. A wishing tree. Why that, though?
We learn to grow cures for maladies from the outside world, even though they seem to be long gone. It's just tradition.
Let's take a picture. Why am I having this much fun with this game? I don't know why! I don't know why this one. Well, no, I know why.
A village that was created as a place to heal. Is that where my instinct to try to help comes from? It's so strange to imagine I'll be shaped by places and people I haven't met yet. So strange to imagine that I might feel at home somewhere else.
That would make sense. I mean, your environment does shape who you're gonna be, but it doesn't define what direction you're gonna be in the future. Oh gosh, I'm being all metaphorical. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. So, okay.
Remembering everything must be painful. Dr. Fumio brought peace to so many people here.
I think there's more to it in terms of that too. So, when did Dr. Fumio die? I already got that establishment that he already passed away. We already saw that. I wonder how long this demo is.
The elders sought out Dr. Fumio to cure her mother, who was suffering from time misperception.
Is that a thing? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I don't know if that's actually a thing. Huh. The more I play this game, the more I'm actually enjoying it, just because of how peaceful it is. I want to take more pictures and actually record. What kind of... Interesting.
Pate loves fish, even though nobody here has ever seen one.
Let's take a picture of this. I mean, I didn't have to take a picture of that. I just chose to because the game is literally kind of letting me know to take pictures of stuff for inspiration. Huh. What a very interesting game. That's sad. I just know for a fact this game is not going to sell like a whole lot. It would pleasantly surprise me, and I hope it does. I hope this game does well. Because I enjoy it. Because also, before games, if you guys, well, no, I always liked video games as a kid, but a little before that, I actually enjoy photography. That's one fact you guys probably didn't know about me. But no, I actually like taking lots of photos. It's crazy.
This is the cafe where my dad used to read his poems. He wrote one for me. Maybe he wrote it for you too.
Who is she talking to? Is it gonna be like What Remains of Edith Finch? She's talking to like a relative, or is she talking to us? Alright, I think I took all the pictures I can for this. Well, except for the sun. I guess I could take a picture of that. I mean, why not? That's a great sunset. Artistic sunset. Perfect shot. At least she can run. Wait, do I have to hold the R1? Oh, so you don't have to hold R1. You could just tap it, and then she actually can either walk or run. I like that. That makes it much easier. So you don't have to hold it like Arkham Asylum or the Arkham series. Man, that was annoying back then. Seriously, what is this girl's name? I imagine we're gonna get her name in behind the scenes or that if I really am dedicated. I highly did enjoy the trailer. I'm just glad this game is getting a release date. Because I have been curious about it. I really liked the very first trailer. And the more I look at this game, the more I'm actually being impressed with it. Yeah, let's take a picture of this fishing equipment, I guess. Oh. Oh, we can change it to... Neat! I like that. Like actual photography. But no, we're just gonna do it
I
naturally.
go fishing here with my best friend Pate, even though there's nothing to catch. We both appreciate the silence.
Yeah, sometimes you actually just need a little bit of silence. It is actually nice when you're in a tranquil setting, like fishing, or just like something that's going to require complete concentration in a silent environment. It makes you reflect on your life, what choices you could have made, just like to, yeah, it just really gives you a time to be introspective. Very odd, I know, that me.
Caro Village was founded during the modernity. Much later, Dr. Fumio arrived and remade it in his image.
I don't mind her narrating. Her voice is calming, so I don't mind. I think this story is very much clever. unlike Forspoken, where I'm a little apprehensive about the story, and I just feel like I think the potential that they want to set with the story is just not going to be there. That's my worry. This one, I think the story is going to be fantastic. Absolutely. Pick a flower.
This flower means you're in my thoughts. The morning after the search was called off for Dad, our doorstep was covered in them.
No kidding. So, did your dad die or did he walk out? It's not very clear. I do hope it comes to PlayStation Plus for free, but I wouldn't mind actually. It's at a reasonable price too. It's not like too expensive, so I'm not in a rush to get it. But yeah, I think I would pick this up if I would pick this up. I would pleasantly pick this up. I I want to recommend this game to you guys. I do. I just know no one's gonna play it. They're gonna just go immediately to God of War, Ragnarok, Elden Ring, or just the newest games. Wait, are we done with the demo?
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
That was a really tight writing. I do enjoy the voice acting. Okay, we're gonna pause it here, and then we're gonna come back to this. I am actually genuinely impressed. I'm liking this one, very particularly wise.